Hey Money Movers, welcome back to Millennial Money Moves with Nadia. Before we get started today, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. Today I'm going to be doing an update on Cardano, giving a price prediction, sharing some news that I read about it, and kind of addressing some things going on in the crypto market. So stay tuned.
So Nadia, what's up?
We making money moves.
Who making money moves?
We making money moves.
You making money moves?
We making money moves.
We making money moves.
We making money. Hey guys, welcome back. As promised, I'm going to be addressing some things that are happening with Cardano and with crypto. And before we get started, please go ahead and check out the link in my description box below. If you want to get started investing in the crypto market, you can click on the link and download Coinbase. And Coinbase is a trading platform that allows you to trade different cryptocurrencies, such as the ones I'm going to be talking about in today's video. And right now, Webull is offering a promotion where you get a free stock. Oh, and I forgot to mention, Coinbase is also offering a promotion right now where if you use my link and download the app from there, you will get some free Bitcoin. And who doesn't want free money? You can also convert Bitcoin to other things if you're not investing in Bitcoin right now. So there's definitely some options. So go check that out. There's free money if you want to get started. They also have these videos on their platform that kind of teach you about investing in crypto. So I definitely recommend it for beginners. That's where I keep all of my crypto. And if you guys are using it, let me know how you like it. Okay. So you guys know I'm extremely bullish on Cardano, right? If you've been watching, you know I've been talking about it and you know how I feel. Cardano is founded by Charles Hoskinson, and he was the co-founder of Ethereum. Hoskinson really likes decentralized finance. He's super big on DeFi. And if you know anything about me and my crypto preferences, you know that, that's the whole point of crypto. That's where it all started. Bitcoin was kind of the one that started running everything. And now there are these other altcoins like Cardano that we're seeing today. And on his website, Charles Hoskinson, he really talks about the power of blockchains and how it can lead to power redistribution. And he really wants to help second and third world nations come out of poverty. You may be wondering how there's any connection whatsoever with a cryptocurrency and second, third world nations, but I'm going to go ahead and explain. So basically, a lot of the reason that some of those nations are in poverty is because they don't have the paper trail to prove what they own. And so typically they've lost those paper files because of military coming in and kind of burning everything to the ground, or corrupt leadership, or Russian hackers usually in certain nations that came and wiped all of that information off of the internet. So basically there needs to be a solution for something that's unhackable that can show proof of transactions. But that's what a blockchain is all about. It's either proof of stake or proof of work. So it's really important to understand how a blockchain works and what it is. I made a video, I think, not my most recent one. Speaking of my most recent video, I talked about the Shiba Inu token, and I got some mixed responses in the comments. For those of you who are already in it, I'm not saying sell out of it. I'm just saying hold on to it and be careful. The warning is mostly for those who are just starting to invest, don't know much about it. I don't want people who are just starting to invest dumping all of their money into SHIB token. I did do a lot of research on it. It's just not something that I'm going to put my money in right now. I can't say not ever, but that's just something I would have to have a lot of extra money to put money into, so be careful. But back to what I was saying, my video before that, I talked about what a blockchain is. And if you're starting to invest in crypto, it's extremely important to know what that is. So Cardano's blockchain is giving a realistic approach to have an answer, a solution to that problem. With blockchains, it's unhackable, and it gives you that it gives you that transaction history without you having to worry about papers being taken or destroyed, and without having to worry about information online getting hacked. So that's why I really think that blockchains and Cardano and these types of cryptocurrencies are the future because it's something that's really needed and it's giving a solution to some problems. And I love that Hoskinson is trying to make a change in the world. This kind of goes with that ESG investing, right? Your environmental, social, and governance. And I would say this is good for the environment, and it fits into social and governance as well. Because remember, Cardano is proof of stake, so it uses less energy when they're making their blockchains. And so I think when they're mining, I think that's super important. So my price prediction by the end of this year is going to be somewhere from $8 to $10. Now I know that might sound bold, given at the time of making this video, it's about $1 something right now. It's been up and down kind of all day. Today's Sunday, I'm filming this. But I think at the end of the year or at the end of the bull run, it will be somewhere between $8 to $10. So people, it's like, I can't stress enough how bullish I am on this one, because I mean the returns you're looking at are going to be crazy, especially if you bought it when I kind of started talking about it on my channel, or even right now. With that kind of growth, with that kind of increase, I mean that's pretty good if you're asking me. Now Cardano, I think, needs to break this $2, which it did. It did hit a high of $2.47, but I want it to kind of stay above this $2. But I could see that happening over the next 2 months, I would say, because they have some things that are planned for the future of Cardano and why I'm so strong on it. And I'm going to be talking about that. Kind of some notes. Charles Hoskinson did a live where he kind of talked about the plans of Cardano and where he sees it going and why I'm really as bullish on this one as I am. It makes up a large percent of my portfolio, my crypto portfolio. You know, someone asked me to do a crypto portfolio reveal, and it really is all the things I've been talking about. A little Bitcoin, Tezos, Polygon, Cardano, obviously, and Ethereum. And I think I have a small share of Ethereum Classic, but it's mostly just those. So maybe one day I'll do a reveal of my crypto portfolio, because I've been building this one up a lot quicker than I was with my stock market portfolio. So May has just been a very interesting month for Cardano. Remember the beginning of this month, like I was saying, it hit the high of 247, and then all of crypto kind of had a dip because Elon Musk, my boy Elon, tweeted about Bitcoin and how it used too much energy, and China was like, we're going to start cracking down harder on people who are trading Bitcoin. You guys remember the whole big deal. I talked about it on my channel, and I'm sure you saw it in the news, or if you follow Elon on Twitter, I'm sure you see the direct correlation to him tweeting and something in the stock market or the crypto market happening. So I've been buying Cardano on the dips. Like I said, that pullback that we had after Elon tweeted, I really used that as a buying opportunity and got some more Cardano. I really like this one. They have a lot of programs set up that's going to make the whole thing run more efficiently. And people say, which one's going to win, Cardano or Ethereum? And I think they're both winners, in my opinion. I think Ethereum 2.0 is going to be better than Ethereum 1.0. And remember, they're working on switching it right now from Ethereum 1.0 to Ethereum 2.0. But Cardano, I think this one is great. So their whole goal is for smart contracts to go live. And with the plan that Charles Hoskinson revealed, that would happen in 90 days. And if it happens in 90 days, they would be beating Ethereum to it. So I think it's interesting. It's like kind of a little race. I am in both. I don't think you have to pick one over the other to invest into. I'm just more bullish on Cardano. But let me talk about some of the things that are going to make this smart contract going live plan happen over the next 90 days is how they're looking at rolling this out. So I have a lot of notes for this one. So if I'm looking down, I'm sorry. Something called Plutus. Plutus is a code or like a programming language to make smart contracts in the Cardano blockchain. And this is the Alonzo hard fork. That whole process is called that. So once this happens, the smart contracts will go live. This also, I feel like I should explain what a hard fork is. A hard fork is basically just an update, and then they kind of just pick these names of what they want to call it. So the Alonzo hard fork, the Alonzo update, is basically has this program where they would make things run more efficiently where they're having this Plutus pioneering project. So they're bringing in more people to solve these codes in a more efficient way, and it would make smart contracts be in the Cardano blockchain. I know that just sounds like a lot of terminology. I could have said blah, 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 and it probably wouldn't have made any more sense. But I think it's important to know, for those of you who are doing your deep dives, those are things that you want to pay attention to. Look for the hard forks, the updates, if you're trying to see what's going to be happening next with a cryptocurrency. And if the smart contracts go live, that'll be crazy because, like I said, they would beat Ethereum to it. And smart contracts, I feel like that could be a whole video on itself. It would be an answer to so many problems that we have just kind of with businesses. You'd be cutting out the middleman. There's so much that goes into that by itself. And with the Cardano blockchain, I really think it's the future. And that's why the prediction is going to sound a little aggressive with $8 to $10. I really think it could be worth some money with their unhackable technology and showing proof of transactions. I think it could solve a lot of other problems in the world, like Hoskinson is aiming to with the second and third world nations. Now, obviously, that's not going to just completely solve poverty, but he's aiming to help fix the poverty line. Just another fun fact about Cardano. These names sound kind of crazy, and I just wanted to give some background on why it's named that. So Girolamo Cardano was a famous mathematician. He's Italian, and his work was kind of more famous in the Renaissance era. He was a physicist, a mathematician, did a lot of things. And a lot of the names within Cardano and the update names are related to different mathematicians. I just thought it was a little fun fact for like all you math nerds out there, people who enjoy knowing fun facts just as much as I do. Because I thought it was interesting. Something that just made me Google, why is this named the way it is? There's so many different names for these fungible tokens out there. And fungible tokens are just the cryptocurrencies. But there's so many different names for them. So I felt like I should address where that's coming from. So just the more knowledge you have on something, the better. That might not be the most relevant piece of information, but I thought it was cool to know. Like I said, I'm always going to be sharing the knowledge that I have on these things with you guys. I think Cardano is a buy right now. I would try to catch it on the dips. But especially while it's under $2, because you are looking at some serious growth. If it gets up to $8 to $10, I mean, anything can always happen. Charles Hoskinson said it himself about the smart contracts going live. He said that the 90 days is very, very reasonable, but obviously that is subject to change. Something could come up, something could go wrong, such as life. But with the hard forks in the past and the programs they've set up, they have been hitting their deadlines. So I do think Cardano is reliable. I think Charles Hoskinson is brilliant. I liked his work with Ethereum. He's no longer with Ethereum now. He left a couple years ago and started Cardano, but I just think it's interesting to know the history, to know who's over these coins, to know that people know what they're doing. There's a lot of programming that's going in with, or a lot of projects that are going in with it, and I think that's really interesting to look into as well. There's two that are set to kind of unfold over this 90 days. It's going to help the smart contracts go live. But all of that is just giving more and more value to Cardano. And also what I like about Hoskinson and the people working with the Cardano blockchain is that they are very focused on the long-term price prediction. They're not focused on what it is now. They're focused on building Cardano, making it a strong network. The whole Cardano ecosystem, I think, is really interesting, and they're really focused on giving it great long-term value. And for us smart investors out there, that's what we want to do. We want to look at the long-term value. So if you're day trading, honestly, I'm not really sure because I don't really day trade. But if you're long-term investing, I would say this one is worth the hold. Seems like a lot of people who are invested are they really have diamond hands in this one. So super bullish on it, still love it. My price prediction is still bold, remains the same. I think we'll start to see some growth over the next 90 days if these smart contracts go live, but I think it will hit very, very high by the end of this year. So get in it now while you can before it's up too high, because you want to buy low and sell high. Remember, we want to go on red and we want to stop and take profits on green when it's up, when you're making money. So again, if you want to get started, go ahead and click on my link in the description box below and download the Coinbase app. It's definitely a great place to invest. You can find Cardano, ADA, it's its other name, on there. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. It really helps my page get out there, my videos get shown to more people. And I'm so appreciative for all of you. I love when you guys are in the comment section. Even with the Shiba Inu video, even though some people were disagreeing with me and wanted me to support Shiba more, I still enjoyed reading the comments and hearing what everyone has to say, because this is just my opinion. Like I always say, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not an investment advisor, but I always do my research and make sure to highlight the most important parts of what I'm talking about and bring it to the channel. All right? Remember, we're making money moves. Have a good one. Bye.